Shit, back to the cool shit. Had to blow a little steam there, man. Got a little dark for a minute, but shit, that's gonna be expected, man, in the next few weeks and shit. This shit finna switch up, man. It's gonna be a whole different scenery here in a minute. Shit, I'm trying to get my hair straight. It's growing back pretty good. I got a nice little pull on it. It's growing back, so I'm gonna try to take care of it this time around. So what I'm doing now, stimulating the scalp. I got that some Vaseline in it and some other oil in it that helps with growth, stimulates hair growth. So it's going through pretty good. Just train it to go back, because I'm gonna grow it out real long. I ain't gonna put no chemical in it or none of that bullshit. No curls, no perms, no none of that shit. I'm gonna start pulling it back, combing it every day, training it to go back, working it from all the way to the roots, all the way to the ending. Putting that Vaseline on it, putting those other oils that I be getting on it to grow my hair back long. All that's Vaseline. Put that right back in there and then comb it through. Train my hair. My hair gonna be super long this time. I'm gonna grow it all the way out. I don't want no dreads and none of that shit. I'm gonna get my braids back. Start getting my braids back. I might even learn how to braid my own hair, so I ain't gotta worry about no funky ass motherfucker trying to catch up with them to braid my hair. But right now I got a couple of braid places that I'm gonna check out. They got one up in Southwest that's pretty straight, that little African store. They do braids. Then my spot, Miss Linda's and shit, I'm gonna try to find somebody, get my old braider or whatever. She still work there, so I'll probably get her to braid it. They know I do tip pretty good with my braiders and shit. So if you a good braider, you reliable and shit, got a nice little setup for me to come there, relax, get my hair. I do like you to take it down. That's the problems that I was having with the braiders. They be tired and didn't want to take it down. I don't like taking my own shit down. I'm gonna start taking it down now, but if I can find a good braider to take the shit down for me, put it back up, wash it, do the whole nine, I'll make sure you good when it comes to a good tip. Don't try to break a nigga, but I'll make it fair for you. You know what I'm saying? You have enough for gas, something to smoke or whatever, you'll be straight. So I'm gonna post this video up. If you in the Little Rock area or North Little Rock area, hit me up. I'm looking for a new braider and shit. And my shit is growing back. You can even help me grow it out now. Washing it, massaging the scalp, getting it ready. You know what I'm saying? You might do some small plaits in it now, or the twisties or whatever, where you can play with it and get it to grow out for me and shit. And I'll pay you and shit. So you see this video and you staying in the Little Rock or North Little Rock area, send me a message or something on my thing. I'm gonna have this bitch on YouTube, but I might put it up on Facebook too. So you know what I'm saying, any braiders out there and shit that's real good, I'll make sure you straight. So you know what I'm saying. But basically I'm gonna be taking care of it myself, putting in my own energy and my own hair and shit. I'm gonna grow this shit all the way out. You're gonna see the fro. About 2 more months, you'll see a fro. Cause my hair grow quick, but if I don't take care of it, it start getting slacking up, you know, just not having that flow. Start washing it. I need to wash it now. It's dirty, but I wanted to get it greased up and shit so my scalp won't be dry. Cause that's how your hair fall out. If you don't have it greased up, moisturized, your hair will fall the fuck out. Cause I was dealing with that shit because I just didn't have time to sit there and mess with it. So now I'm gonna start everything that I need to do now. I'm gonna start putting in time in that shit. Taking my time, grow this shit out. Massage my scalp on the regular, cause that promotes hair growth. Start massaging it, washing it, greasing it and shit and get this shit on out and get it back like it was. My hair used to be down to my, you know, when I had my braids, that shit used to be down to my shoulders. I got it that long, and then that's when the shit started falling out because I was working and smoking cigarettes, not working out, not let my system wear the flow, you know what I'm saying? And circulation in my scalp and all of that shit was fucking up. And I started getting bald at the top. So now I did a lot of working out when I was in jail. A lot of sweat equity, a lot of water work, a lot of drinking water, push-ups, all this shit. I'm going back into it. I'm finna do a little workout here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Do these sets of 10s and try to do about 100 and get back to where I was overnight. I used to do about 500 to 1,000 push-ups in my cell. Had my celly up all night, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back to that shit while I'm out, put myself back in the cell, but I'm gonna be on the outside of this bitch. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going down the line on this shit. I got a couple of videos I put out today. Shit, and this shit ain't gonna be put out till about Thursday or Friday when I get my phone back turned on. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just working with what I got. So yeah, this video is basically about my hair. I'm gonna grow this shit back out. Everybody who knew me from back in the day when I was school and shit, I had long hair. I always had long hair back in the day. So then I did the bald thing for a little while. I liked the bald thing. I wasn't gonna go back to long hair because I actually like how I look bald, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's time for the long hair me to get back in, because these niggas ain't doing it right. Everybody don't want to dread up all the time. Dreads this, dreads that. That's cool, but I'm taking my shit back to the 90s, the braids and shit, afros and braids. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shave up this shit. I do this shit. I mean, I probably should keep it a little bit long since the weather finna change, but I think I'm gonna cut it 1 or 2 more times before I let it kind of grow out for the winter. So I'm gonna probably cut it here tonight. Well, I'm probably gonna have to wait till we get paid so I can buy my own clippers and shit, because they you know what I'm saying, the plug-in over here, they locked up our little plug-in where we plug our phone in. So you know what I'm saying, I would have to cut. John got some clippers you can plug in, but I would have to do that shit over there at the police station or around the other little spot where we charge up. So I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna wait till we get paid and buy me some clippers myself, and then I have my spot by then. I'm looking at Friday getting in. I'm gonna check out 2 spots on the west side. You know what I'm saying? That's where the money is. So I'm gonna set up on the west. I'm supposed to be getting this office, man. Little office, two room office. Supposed to have a bathroom, reception area, and all of that shit. I'm gonna just stay there and work out that whole, man. Or they got this house, man. They want $650 for it. You know, on the west side, it's a house, 3-bedroom house. Niggas, I probably should go for that since it's a house, 3-bedroom. But that office shit, man, I've been wanting that shit for years. In my own office, private office, executive office and shit. And I can just stay in that bitch, you know, since it's it's a 2-room office or 2 office space. So you know what I'm saying, you got 2 offices in there, and then you got the your own little reception area where the desk and shit at. So he said I had a key and be able to go in and out that mug whenever I want to. So I'm just, you know, hoping when I get my business set up, he don't up the price. So he said he can work a deal with me whenever I meet with him. So we gonna be doing that shit soon. And then I'm gonna set up my studio. We're gonna go into the studio work. I gotta do these songs again. I'm gonna try to get between now and the following year, try to put out about 400-500 songs just back to back. It was easy once I found out the system that I use to get that many songs. That all you gotta do is come up with your choruses. Don't even go into the writing shit. Just come up with about 100 choruses. Hold on, let me let this loud ass motherfucker get by. I get the natives, man. They be hating the noise, so they'll get somewhere where it's quiet, you know, the forest where they can fish, hunt, and shit like that. Get away from these city motherfuckers, man, because they make a red ass black Indian wanna snipe everybody, man. That's what I was on earlier. I was kind of heated up, amped up, so I pushed out a lot of that black negative energy, nigga, because you got the dark energy too that you gotta push out. So when a nigga like that, a nigga that's happy all the time and wanna say happy shit all the time, man, fuck them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna tell me it's days that you ain't pissed off. So the one that try to act like they la 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 all the time and all the happy shit in scriptures and you know get this motherfucker up out of here, man, with that loud shit. Fuck up out of here. Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Anyway, yeah, man, with all of that bullshit, man, the nigga didn't do nothing but just turn the corner, man, trying to see what's going on. Like, niggas, I can't stand motherfuckers, man. But I'm gonna be in my world with I finally rejoined Little Rock, Goth, and Industrial back. Every people that's underground here that know about the shit, they a pretty good group to be with. I was with them years back, you know what I'm saying? I joined the Facebook group. Pretty cool. I think I'm gonna get with that vibe and do some shows and shit. Develop my YouTube channel, Dark Church BD or whatever, man. Hit me up on YouTube. That's my channel and shit. It's just a little channel, my own little world or whatever. I'll try to bring niggas to in my own world. Being out on the strip, doing spreads, doing music. Just everything. This Babybats Darkansaw, you know, BD or whatever. That's me, man. So that's my channel, Dark Church BD, man. We trying to do a real spot. So I'm thinking when I get this office, we gonna do the Dark Church out of there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have seances, the magic shit, everything that I've been really wanting to do when I got off by myself. So that's what this all been about. Me getting off by myself, going into my world, man, getting away from people that ain't really there to help, didn't have my best interests. How somebody else gonna be? I don't get that. That's some bullshit anyway. And when I first heard that, I used to think it sound good. You got my best interests at hand. Like, I don't get that. I'm gonna be the nigga that have my best interests at hand. The nigga that tell you that shit, trying to get you to believe something too, or trying to get your defenses down. I got your best interests at hand, so that means I can stop helping myself and leave it up to you to have my best interests. Like, that's a fucking lie anyway. So I'm starting to decode a lot of shit, man. I'm starting to change up. Like, either you gonna love me or hate a nigga, man. And it's probably gonna be a lot of hate. So I think I'm gonna get ready for that hate, man. I think I'm gonna get my war shit ready, man. This exercise, I'm about to work out here in a minute. Pump out, I'll try to do about 500 push-ups. Do a set of 10, build it all the way up to 100 at a time. So my 100 slots or whatever, you build up 10 by 10 till I get 100, and then keep doing that till I get 500. So nigga gonna be big as fuck, man. I'm talking about on some built shit, man. That's how I always seen myself as a child. Nigga trying to be Batman in this bitch, cause I'm gonna do a Batman movie too, man. It's gonna be Babybats Batman version, but I'm gonna do my own Batman movie, underground movie, my own Batman. It's gonna be some improv live shit, but yeah, I'm gonna do my own Batman shit, man. It's gonna be some hood Batman, like this Batman gonna motherfucking be just me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always want to be when I grow up. And I can be that shit, man. I can be whatever the fuck I want to be. So, Babybats Batman, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do the movie. I got another movie I got to finish the script on. The first movie I'm going to do for my first movie is going to be called Ninja's Playground. Y'all heard Acoustic Nigga when he had the Devil's Playground or Devil's Playground. I'm going to do Ninja's Playground. I'm going to shoot it up at, I'm going to try to shoot most of the martial arts shit up at Spanish John's, you know what I'm saying, the old apartment that they shut down. I'm gonna just go back there and get some niggas or whatever, pay him out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do the martial arts shit there. And then the rest of the movie just film it around Little Rock, North Little Rock and shit like that. So it's gonna be the Ninja's Playground. I ain't gonna talk about it too much. You just gonna look up and the shit gonna be up on YouTube done. And then I'm gonna sell some DVDs of that shit and make some fucking money. Then the next movie we're gonna do this, what was the name of it? I just said the shit, damn. The next movie we're gonna do the Batman, the Hood Batman, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do it under Babybats. And it'll be my version of Batman, you know, like if the nigga was just a different, you know, a different world Batman, a different version of the shit. It's gonna be underground, so I ain't tripping about the rules and blah, blah, blah. Now, I'll follow some of the guidelines of the shit, but I ain't gonna let a nigga make me think I gotta pay him all kind of money just cause I'm using Batman. Cause to tell you the truth, they got the idea, cause I studied Zoltz, and that's one of my other names, Zotz, Z-O-T-Z. Z-O-T-Z, Zotz. That's one of my names. So for the bat shit, you see my hat that had the pitchforks on both sides with B-A-T-S on it. That's beware and take security, because I got my own security shit called Bats too. So it'll be centered around me doing my security shit, being the first black Batman. So you know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. First we're gonna do Ninja's Playground. That's gonna be the building up of the Batman, just like the real movie they had when he did the ninja training, the first Batman. That's Ninja's Playground, but it's gonna lead off into my Batman movie right there. So motherfucker can do whatever he need and wanna do around this bitch. So it's gonna show Batman trying to go into business for himself, and it's gonna be some real shit. It's just I'ma, you know, use the Batman theme. Motherfucker gonna be selling, cause I'm opening up a slushy. I'm doing a slushy business or whatever, so Batman gonna be selling slushies, be in the studio rapping, in the hood with the BDs, you know what I'm saying? In the hood with BDs, Bloods, Crips, Vice Lord. I just left my Vice Lord homie a few minutes ago, man. I gotta holler at him about some shit, man. Motherfuckers tried to rob him and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a trip. A BD and a Vice Lord kicking and making sure they take care of each other's, you know what I'm saying, situations and shit. I told him, he a little homie. He put me on, you know what I'm saying, helped me out a couple nights when I didn't have shit, nigga, and had me doing good that night. You know what I mean? On that shit. So I was like, man, I appreciate my little VL homie, man. I'm gonna look out for him. Niggas tried to rob him and shit. And I got robbed the other night for my little tablet. Fed a nigga, man, trying to feed us, because that's what BD's supposed to do, feed niggas that need help and make sure we do community relief and shit, man. If you really trying to look out for the community and not be a menace to society, but just be a mentor to society and shit. So I was trying to feed this nigga that was hungry, and when I went to go charge my tablet up, and I look up and the nigga then took my tablet and smashed out, got full, and then decided to take my tablet so he can try to pawn the shit or sell it to whoever the nigga to sell him drugs. You know what I'm saying? So some drug dealer got my fucking tablet looking at all my shit in there, but that's okay. I'm gonna put insurance on my phones, my tablets, and all that shit. So when the shit go down, and then I'm gonna have a motherfucking, my new shit, phones and tablets, gonna have some kind of tracking device on the shit. So when the shit, cause I know niggas steal, I'm gonna have cameras in my house, tracking device in my car. So a nigga try to jack my car, they ain't gonna know that the shit got a tracking device. It's gonna be some real Batman shit that I'm doing. Finna get into these electronics. After I finish this business class, I'm finna take, I'm probably gonna take cybersecurity to get on my cyber shit. So motherfucker gonna know about the hacking and all that shit. Then while I'm studying cybersecurity, I'm gonna go ahead and study the law as far as, I'm gonna get that black book, Black's Law, or whatever that, I'm gonna get that. Every law book that I can get my hand on, I'm gonna get that shit and learn it. It's gonna be some real Batman shit. So like I said, motherfucker want to be Batman, I'm finna change to that shit. And I'm finna go old world. It's gonna be the original Zoltz, nigga. Like, that's what I'm gonna start praying to too, Zoltz. I ain't gonna do no blood sacrifices to his ass, but I will use my blood and sweat as far as working out, meditating on karma's oats and shit like that. That's Death Bats. That's where they got the dude Batman from karma's oats. Research that shit. You will find a picture of, it's in the museum now. They got it from the Mesoamerican tradition, the original Batman statue that they used to it was the inspiration for them to make Batman when they seen the original Batman statue that was the Batman suit where they had the pointy ears up and shit like that. That's karma's oats. They used to worship karma's oats in Mesoamerica. You gotta have your knowledge up, man. You gotta know your histories on everything. BD's supposed to know their knowledge anyway on different shit, on a whole bunch of shit, man. So when you giving knowledge to niggas, you can break it down the right way. It ain't just about the six, nigga. It ain't just about that star. That's all y'all niggas stop at. You learn the little star, you learn the degrees and all of that shit, but you don't go into the whole thing. You're supposed to have a library. If you're BD, you're supposed to have a library full of shit. You're supposed to have your own business, be doing some shit. You don't even supposed to be really getting high like that. That's why I don't go outside the plant world when I'm doing my healing smoke, because I don't smoke to get high no more. I did all that shit in the 20s. Now when I smoke, I'm relaxing my psyche, I'm relaxing my muscles, my nerves, and niggas say, oh, that's bullshit. You just make an excuse to get high. Like, nah, I get a buzz. I always get when I have a little drink or something, a sip, a little nip or whatever, I get a buzz. That ain't nothing wrong with getting a buzz, but sitting there trying to maintain your high, like, I'ma just stay high. You ain't doing nothing but wasting money, but that's your life. So yeah, I'm gonna get a buzz, but I'm gonna go into the magic with the shit. I got books. I got an order on cannabis magic, on shit you can do ceremonially on that cannabis, man. You gotta start using the shit you got to get your levels up to a different vibration instead of the norm. Some of y'all niggas do the shit, the magic shit, and don't even know you doing it. You so good at it. Y'all niggas, it ain't no hard thing. I ain't trying to come down on niggas and say I'm getting into my defenses where I'm gonna be separated from these bullshit niggas. It's real niggas out here like me that I started off with. We just spread it out because real niggas, if you real, you don't need a gang of niggas around you to validate who you are. And then when real niggas come together for real reasons, because that's what's gonna start happening. This shit finna change up. Reasons finna start coming out for niggas to start pulling back together and shit. And you're right, it's hard. You can do it on your own, but you know, sometimes you do need some homies or a group of niggas. Let's go do this. This nigga running around raping motherfuckers. Let's get this nigga up off the streets. Let's go put his ass up in somewhere. Fuck him up a little bit and let him sit in the hospital and think about the shit. That's what I'm on, like on some mob ties type that. Not no fake ass shit, claiming shit and not putting in the work. I put in work every fucking day. I'm on the grind, on the block. Motherfuckers know if they need me to walk them somewhere, they know I'm good with a couple of niggas who call themselves OGs from that era. I was born in 81. I'm 44 now, so I know a lot of the OGs who the ones that had pull. I don't know these new young OGs who call themselves OGs just because they a drug dealer and got a little money and can think they can pay a niggas off. A real nigga, you ain't gonna pay them off, because it's just like the Knights when they had the Black Knights. You couldn't pay the Black Knight off because the Black Knight worked for justice. You know, the kings tried to pay the back, and that's all the folk is, a Black Knight that know his magic. They can be a king or a VL, that's all they are. A vice lord, lord of vice. You know, they might have shit that they offer you that's your vice, your shit that has you, that you know, the shit that you need. So they the lord of vice. You know what I'm saying? Vice lord. They was here before us. They taught us a lot of shit. We was all together at one point when you had all four levels, four corners you know, and then our children, which is the Crips and Bloods, came out. One side on the 6, one side on the 5, left and right. It's just niggas try to be so technical with the shit to show that, oh, he don't know his shit. We gonna catch him in this and that. It ain't about that no more, because niggas everybody's in violation now. Because when you know what to do better and you don't speak up just out of fear of being called out by the crowd, you on some real shit. You got your knowledge, you got your 6 down, but you choose to keep your mouth shut and not correct niggas or chastise niggas or put niggas on COV, put niggas on violation. See, because my the nigga that I train with, as far as the folk shit, he put, you know, I trained under the ideology first before I learned, and I knew my history too a little bit. Once I got into David, though, just my king, David, the king of all kings, shit, that shit liberated me, man. When I learned David, I call him David, D-A and then V-I-D, just to give him, because I got tired of niggas with this on David shit, on King, on KD, on David, that disrespected that man because you putting shit on him, but you ain't putting it down. You just using the shit like water. Oh, that's on David, that's on BD, that's on, and it's like you disrespecting his name. His family is still out there that ride under the Barksdale name. So you putting shit out there on David, and then you blowing the shit up by doing that, because back in the day that used to be illegal. When niggas had their law, you couldn't put shit on no David. I ain't never heard of niggas doing that shit unless you was trying to make a point. Niggas start slipping and letting that happen, and then they start using it as a catchphrase, you know, on David, on BD, just for bullshit, and then not following through on what they put the shit on to do. That's on David. I'm gonna go up there and bust that nigga in the head, and this nigga still walking around with nobody to check him. But you didn't put it on David, on a nigga that started the whole thing, had walk with other kings, walk with the supreme gangsters, walk with motherfuckers who fed niggas. That's what I'm talking about. Niggas who feed other niggas, fed families. Yeah, he did what he did. I admired Mr. David's story. I admired being a Davidian of the shit, man. Like, not the negative parts of it, the killing and shit. I admired him. He was a young dude, man, 15, 14, had all these enemies, had the folks against him, had his own folks, had the rival gangs, had the white gangs against him, and the nigga he didn't know what to do, so he turned to the Bible. And usually you would go to God first, right? But he kept seeing the devil in there, kept seeing something about the devil, and then learned, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be devil disciple. It's gonna be some shit to get a nigga off me, feel the concept. He took the story of the Bible and took the enemy, the one that everybody was scared of, and made that a power structure, and then turn it into something that's gonna feed people's grandmas, and, you know, let me walk you across the neighborhood, and let's have these barbecues, and let's get the kids to start businesses. And yeah, it had negative aspects because they was calling us a gang. We was nation, we was organization. So not to get too deep into that shit, because niggas will open their mouth and hit me up over the net and try to be like, what'll happen, it'll be a big homie that know a little shit. He'll try to hit me up and he'll come with the folk shit, but underlyingly it'll be like, okay, this nigga got a little money. Let me use my little knowledge to trick him up a little bit and act like he got to check in with me or something like that. So I don't do no, when I check in, I don't mind checking in when I'm going to a nigga side of town and doing some work over there. Now, I ain't gonna never get in your lane, nigga, like if you know, booming off some shit, trying to sell a little shit. I'm just over there doing other work. I might be over there doing security for a nigga, or doing bodyguard work or shit like that around the actual physicality work. So I'ma always check in as far as like, I'm over here on your side, on your spot. Yeah, I'm such and such. I'm just over here chilling out, man. If y'all need anything, have any problems with anybody who fucking up business, then I'll come in and be like the security dude walking with you to go collect your money from such and such, this and that. I do that shit. Niggas hire me for the fucking shit as far as to help them walk through and see these niggas situated. So I done had some big blood homies I had to walk through with, you know what I'm saying? And damn, I walked them to my side of town and they find a safe spot to boom off that shit or damn get shit straight or rest up. Now I do resting spots, like if a nigga them just got out of some war shit, you know, put me up, big homie. I know I'll be straight with you. To put me on your side, put me up over there on your side of town, because everything is cool over there right now. Everything peaceful, because the OG on my side, Lil T, she makes sure don't no niggas come over there with no. She the peacemaker, but that motherfucker will go to war with your ass. T ain't no joke. Just because she a female, I respect the fuck out. I ain't scared of her. I ain't kissing her ass, but I do have respect for her on how she move. So I don't never go against what she trying to do, because she actually keep shit straight over there. So I love T, man. I never, go against her. She always give me advice. When she tell me to get the fuck out the way, I get the fuck out the way, because she looking out. She don't want shit to get out of hand. With my mental health shit, I done had to leave the block a couple times and get the fuck out the way, because I don't want shit to go down money-wise, because she makes sure other people have to eat too. So I love T, man. I appreciate her prayers. She threw me some money the other day. I ain't ducking you, T. I'm finna give you that money back plus interest, man, because I make sure I pay my debts and shit like that. When I get big money, though, that's the problem. When I want to bless her, because I be want to throw her 500 and 1,000 just for her to, because I know she gonna do something with the shit, not to get it back, just to show love. Like, man, I love y'all like family. Like, y'all was my neighbors, man. Y'all looked out and still looking out. Like, that's why I kind of chill from going over there, so I won't be you don't want to use people to the point where they feel like that's the only reason why you over there, to get shit. It ain't nothing like that. She was around when I was doing my thing, when I had my rides and females and all that shit, I was up there. But I'm glad I went through this, man. That's the downtime. It ain't down, it's just hardcore survival. It ain't comfortable out here. This is what I needed to get my training in. So I love T and them, man. Sister Weedy, all of them, man. I love all y'all. I don't never put y'all business out there, none of that shit. I always try to keep you covered and talking code or whatever, and keep you covered, man. I pray for y'all all the time. My spirit prays for y'all all the time, because y'all some genuinely good people. When you try to give me advice about my hygiene and different, like you a female, but you a nigga to me, saying you on some nigga shit. So I listen to you. I take the L as far as like being fussed at and shit like that. It ain't that I'm a hoe or a punk or you letting her punk you. It's like, nah, that's your little big sister looking up. She little in age. I'm older than her, but knowledge-wise, wisdom-wise, out here knowing the streets, the ins and outs of niggas' hearts when it come to making their money, putting their bid in and shit like that. She looks out for me. She use her knowledge and try to pass down knowledge to me. So I always respect T, man. I go over there and kick it with you. I really want to go through that at night, but I feel like I'm disrespecting you by going out, hanging out with you when I owe you money and shit. So I'm going to wait till payday, about 2 more days. I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to go through there, and that's going to set it off for me. Because when we have our visits, when everything go good, I always have a blessed night. Because see, something about T, man, she a magical person. She just got knowledge. Like, she must have had a hard ass life or went through some heartbreak. She just had death in the family. So y'all pray for T, man. That's my pot. Yeah, different people know who I'm talking about. They see me and her together. So I love T, man, because that motherfucker ain't scared. This my big ass. She don't hold back. When she want to tell me you fucking up, really, homie, and then she'll talk to you like she a big homie. Like, that motherfucker will scare the shit out your ass. Because I done seen T get down. I done seen her grab bottles finna bust niggas' heads with Hennessy. That's her drink. She'll bust your head with a Hennessy bottle. Like, I love the fuck out of T, man. Like, I really would put a nigga in the ground. All she had to say is like, man, this nigga gotta go. And then I'll probably have to go through some channels to get the shit done. If I wanted to get, you know what I'm saying, not get caught in the shit, you know, I go through the north side channels or whatever and do, you know, talk to some kids, you know what I'm saying. But I love T, man, because, and her mom's Miss Dunn, I love her, man. Y'all fed a nigga, made sure I'm good. And that was through my nigga Dean. He the one put me on with them, man. I love Dean. Me and Dean don't talk like every day. Nigga don't really say too much to me, but I know my cousin heart. He Dean the type, I don't need him to say nothing to me, because when we do talk, Dean can just smile at a nigga, boy. He got that, him and his dad got the same smile. Dean a smile like, all right, homie. And we'll clown, you know, we get together, we did a little dance and then clown up like some hoes, or you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga Dean. Dean the only cousin I got that ain't gotta ever say nothing to me. I know how the nigga, he talked to me one good time, man, before he moved. That nigga opened up to me, man, and that's all that nigga, I mean, really, man, like they said, what's understood don't need to be explained, nigga. I mean, I can understand him, and Dean don't talk a lot. A lot of niggas love Dean. Dean that's the only cousin that nigga, I think if you went against that nigga, you might not have nowhere to live. Like, this nigga knows everybody. Like, his friend, his friend page is like, damn, you know my cousin too? And that's a stand-up, cool-ass nigga. If any nigga go against Dean, for any reason, this nigga tell me that, man, I broke a nail because of this nigga, man, I'ma fucking try to find, I mean, like, that's Dean. Like, I love that nigga, man. I love my nigga Dean, just his heart. He ain't gotta try to send me no money. He ain't gotta be fake. He ain't try to get no attention. When he clown, you know the nigga is happy, he comfortable. When he get quiet, you know, it might be some shit he trying to think about or concentrate on and shit like that. So I ain't never got a problem with Dean. Dean can do whatever the fuck he wanna do. That's my big cousin. That's my big homie. Taught a nigga how to eat a Snicker the proper way. That nigga eat the Snicker. He'll eat the peanuts and the damn, he say the nougat for last. That nigga eat it, you know, with eating the peanuts and the damn caramel off of it first, and then he's like, that's how you eat a Snicker, my nigga. You eat the nougat last, cause it's a nice little treat. So that's my cousin, man. I love Dean, man. I miss my Uncle Norris. That was my favorite uncle, man. He was just like a dad to me. Matter of fact, Uncle Norris was my dad, man. I appreciate Unc, man. I love that nigga, man. Unc put me on to the game. That was the best thing I could have did. Moved in with Unc, because the shit I'm using now to survive is a lot of shit I learned from my uncle and my grandma. A lot of shit I learned from them. Them the two ones that everything I'm doing, and some of it my dad from his older shit, like whatever, but anyway, you know, I love Dean and I love my Uncle Norris, man. Norris, you know, his birthday passed about a week or so ago, man, and y'all would have loved Unc, man, if I would have did these videos with him, and you just see how Unc have a good time. We would have did the old school hour. Uncle put on that, who is that nigga? Freddie's Dead, and his favorite song, Billy Jack. Billy Jack was one of them, but that Eddie, what had go? Eddie, you should know better, brother. You know you're wrong. Think of the tears and fears you sent to your folks back home. That nigga boy used to bump that shit, nigga. He had a stereo system out there. He had the old stereo system hooked up to the computer, so the best of both worlds. He had about over 1,000 songs on his playlist, nigga. And he bumped that, he smoked his joints, drink his beer, and he was the preacher to me. He was the one that had the religion, nigga. He believed in what he did. He believed in having a good time. He called it getting fucked up. Yeah, we gonna get fucked up tonight, nephew. Shit, man, that was my uncle, nigga. I'll bust a nigga head over Uncle Norris, nigga. Love that nigga. I'm always gonna holler Uncle Norris, nigga. That was my nigga, man. That was Dean's dad. Then what I loved about it when Dean moved out, and then they start, once Dean got hooked in with his job and got on his feet, then they got back tight. You start seeing them take pictures together, visit each other, had the bald heads and shit together. And I said, that's what I'm talking about, man. My two niggas, and because they might have fell out back in the day, but they got back together before Uncle passed, and I think that's what graced Unc out. I think Dean saved Unc, man. Dean rested Unc in peace. It wasn't no other bullshit, man. I love Shannon too. Shannon get a bad rap, man. Shannon, my best. Shannon, matter of fact, I gotta send a shout out to Shannon. Shannon came to court when I was in court one time, and I seen her, and she looked at me and did her hands like putting her prayer hands together, and she like I'm praying for you, cousin. I always loved Shannon. I didn't never listen to the bullshit. Some of the family members tried to badmouth her, and I ain't never listened to none of that shit, man. Shannon, much love to you. I'm sorry about, your loss, which some of it. I heard one of my cousins passed or whatever. I'm sorry about that. Anytime you see me, you're welcome to talk to me. I love you. I ain't never had a problem with Shannon. Never had a problem with her. I don't care what they would say. I ain't never had a problem with Shannon. I love Shannon, man. I love Dean. So they're my favorite cousins, man, as far as I ain't never had a problem with them. I told Dean, I said, man, I ain't trying to take your dad. I admire Unc. And he's like, man, it ain't no problem, nigga, whatever, nigga. Shut the fuck up. I love Dean, boy. So that's that. He just got a good heart, man. He don't got to get on there and be in front of everybody all the time or try to show that he know this and that. Dean just a cool ass homie, boy. That's the best. I'll take so many bullets for that nigga, man. Like, I love Dean, man. That's my nigga. Just off his heart. We don't talk every day. He don't say much to a nigga, but I know that nigga love me, man. I know when we get by himself, and if we got around each other, the nigga gonna show me one of them smiles and shake his head and just be like, man, he used to love coming to Hot Springs too, He had a crush on one of the homies I had, I ain't gonna say nothing, but we used to talk about that shit all the time. But I love my nigga Dean. I wish him all the happiness in the world, man, because Dean just a cool ass nigga. He don't never want no drama. And I hated it how it went down with Unc, you know what I'm saying? They tried to start a little shit over there. I ain't gonna open that wound back up, but me and Dean are gonna be always good, man. They're just a good-hearted. I wish I was here when he was coming up and had niggas against him and fucking with him. I wish I had his back then. I wish I would have moved up here. Both my cousins, K too. I wish I would have been here when they was coming up before they moved out of Little Rock. That would have been, they was trying to get me to come on up here, but I was in Hot Springs doing my thing with my niggas up there. So shouts out to my, my beloveds and shit, man. But I'm still on my shit, man. I don't fuck with, ain't no fake family shit with me. You know what I'm talking about? Some of the other ones, and I got family members who, they scared of a nigga because they know I'm a witch or whatever, and I just say that shit for the shock value. It's really dang, I'm a Gnostic as far as being into Gnosticism and shit like that, but they the kind of family, if you ain't the Baptist and you ain't in church all the time, they don't really fuck with you because they want to do that fake ass churchy talk and, fake ass God is good, and you ain't putting in the work. Worship is work, nigga, like doing the actual rituals and how you think they built they shit up. So they ain't into that. They just want the pretty shit and go out and eat chicken together and anything that's gonna do better for them where they can be comfortable and fat and sit around gossiping all day and all that bullshit, man. So I don't fuck with none of them. No, they don't fuck with me. They close me off, so I don't fuck with them no more. But Dean and Shannon, you always good with me. I love Dean. I love my cousin Shannon. When next time I see Shannon, then I'm gonna try to throw her $100. I'm gonna try to spoil her, man. Show her, man, I've been loving you, Shannon. It ain't never no hard shit. Whatever the family was saying, my dad or auntie and all the rest of them, fuck it, man. I love you. We family. I'll be family with you. When I start my new family with my Spanish chick, y'all can come over at any time, man, because I ain't never had no problem with them. So I'm gonna get this money up and start showing my love. Start sending Dean some money. Start try to send Shannon some money and help out, man, to be real family. And it'll be that way. It'll be a little clique, my little clique. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their little cliques. They had their little family nights. I'm talking about the same blood, the same motherfuckers that, you know, just, you know, when you was up, everybody calling and the family, you know, dinner nights and shit like that. But when you down, it all they, you know, and they're kind of, now the Crutchers and the Pains, I don't got no problem with them either. I love my Crutchers, man. Crutchers was always to themselves. They always took care of their intermediate family and then spread their love out to the rest of them. I love the Crutchers set the style for the Lakes. The Crutchers was the OGs. I love all my Crutcher family. I just stay away in my own world just so I can enjoy y'all beauty. When y'all get together and do that singing, nigga, I mean, y'all need to open up a healing center for y'all singing ministry, man, because y'all can actually make money and heal people just put together a family center in the Crutcher name and do your barbecues. You know how y'all do your dinners and your little stuff like that. Do singing nights where to do healing for people, man, because that's the best thing. I ain't never heard no singing like that. The Crutchers can sing their ass off. Nina and them, I love all y'all. I ain't never got no problem with the Crutchers. I don't care if y'all was talking about saying a little shit behind the nigga back or whatever. I don't never have no problem with the Crutchers because my grandma Jean taught me that. She used to always sit there and talk about Aunt Mert, how much she loved her sisters, and rest in peace to my Aunt Mert. That's one of my favorite aunts. All the Crutchers, Sean, Marlon, Nina, rest in peace to KJ. I'ma always talk about KJ. I talk about KJ all the fucking time. I'm talking about conversations with me and God. I seen KJ, his angel, a few times. KJ looked out for me. KJ followed the nigga when I had to go to the hospital in Conway. I could have sworn I seen my nigga, man. I seen KJ different occasions. That nigga is not gone. He's still watching over his family. I mean, I actually seen this nigga, his angel form. I don't be want to tell them that to make it be like I'm playing with the shit. So I keep it to myself. But yeah, KJ, one of my guardian angels. Like, that's a real guardian. KJ died tragically here in North Little Rock because the police arrested his ass one night and they didn't know he was having seizures. He tried to tell them and they mistake his seizures for being combative and they killed his ass. Just flat out. You killed my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And we still mad over that shit. But they just not pressing the issue because my family is a Christian-based family, so they believe in forgiveness and shit. But some of the cousins not letting that shit go. And we still mad about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was my cousin KJ. He could have been, that nigga would have been, he was about to do coaching. He was playing basketball. He had his child still here, little KJ. I love KJ, man. I'm always talk about him, and I'm doing some albums talking about this shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all killed my nigga because y'all didn't go through y'all procedures right, and you just flat out killed my fucking cousin, KJ. And the family can forget about that shit and say, well, we forgave them and da-da-da this, but I don't forgive shit. I would have loved, I didn't never get a chance to get alone and talk to my nigga. It was always through other family members. So now his spirit been coming back, visiting me whenever I get in some trouble in the mental health shit. And because family, the ignorant family be thinking that shit helped me, but they don't be in there to see the torturous shit that I go through. Because these niggas fuck with your medicine. They'll come in the room and fuck with you and they think the shit cute. You know, they think it's like me getting a whooping for being bad or smoking weed, you know, on that shit. Like, haha, he in there now. He can't get out here and just be free and clown. You in there now. I ain't able to whoop your ass no more, so I'm gonna let them whoop your ass. And yeah, I done have family. My own dad laugh. You know, haha, you know, we cut his money off and like that, like you're proud for your son to be broke or go through some hard shit, like laughing at the shit. I done have found aunties and think it's funny that a nigga out on the street and shit, but it's okay because when the tables turn, you got to get old. You're going to end up in the nursing home. I'm not don't call me because you see where I'm at. I mean, I ain't even asking you to stay with your ass. Just mental, physical, family, love, support. That cut off. When I was standing over there on the porch, when Auntie was like, well, you can go over there on your grandma's porch. Yeah, I pulled a bed on the porch to be comfortable so I could have something soft to sleep on. And these motherfuckers raised so much hell. Scared the shit out of me because, you know, she come calling me. Well, you can go to jail for that. The city calling now. They want all this stuff moved, raising hell. Like these niggas in the city, all the shit that's going on in the city, killing niggas, dying on fentanyl. You think these motherfuckers worried about a mattress on the porch? You just saying some shit. But when you got to talking about you can go to jail for that, yeah, it woke a nigga up because ain't no nigga finna put me back in jail unless they damn put me in a body bag. I ain't going back to that motherfucker, man. I already got set up in other countries, nigga. Like I talk to people overseas. I got friends. I got a friend in Bulgaria. I got some friends in Mexico. I got some friends in the deep part of Texas, backwoods white redneck homeboys who wish they was folks. Who say, we fucking with you. Like on some clannish ass shit. So I ain't going back to that. I planned a lot of shit. It'd take a year to plan shit, write books and write different moves and hook up with people. I hooked up with a lot of people in jail that wasn't even from the state. They wasn't from Arkansas. So they been through this shit a billion times. If you from California, damn, the Bay. I got a homeboy in the Bay now that said, all I gotta do is come up there. He got me on everything. He said, don't even spend your money ain't good with me. On some mob ass, they believe in that mob shit in California. They don't play. Like this little nickelin', like niggas was robbing some niggas. I helped out some niggas up there and let them find the dude who robbed them. One of these little bitch ass niggas around here robbed one of my homeboys that was in high status from California. And they ran back that shit and now that nigga gone. Like they don't know where this nigga at. Shit like that, because them Cali niggas is on a whole different speed because they tied in with other places. That's when you start getting into, you know what I'm saying, cartels type shit. I ain't gonna go into that because there's no respect for my Mexican homies, but that's when you start getting into cartel shit and niggas that will actually spend years and hunt your ass and got the money to do it. Because that's what it's about. Paying somebody, paying professionals. It ain't about getting no hard heads. See, I ain't never been the type of nigga that get the young homies, beef them up and have them out doing licks and shit from nah. You hire professionals. It's professionals that do that shit. That stay in the county and behind the line that they know about. That's off this fucking ex-military, ex-policeman, all that shit. You pay a professional that already tied in that legally do that shit to get motherfucker out the way when you need them getting gone. So like I said, it ain't no being hard or trying to scare a nigga. It's just you gotta know how to maneuver and survive, and this is part of survival. If a nigga keep fucking with you and you telling them like, nah, I got shit for this and that, like niggas behind bars and in other states, because you be thinking you just warring with a nigga and his family that live here. But if I got family in other states, now you just turn yourself on. You made yourself, you getting the wrong attention. And now you don't know if my family members coming from out of town. I got a lot of family in Chicago. We just now getting linked into it because my pawpaw's family probably want to know who the rest of his family is, because it's survival shit. They know if we stay in Little Rock, we're going to be up here trying to make our money. So they might want to link in and link Chicago shit with Little Rock shit. We've been doing that shit for years. That's how we got into the shit. But like I said, with the Cali shit, My nigga Mike, you don't want to get into that shit because niggas will hunt you down. They'll dedicate a year to just finding out everything about you, and then that next year, that's when they decide to make their move. Like, niggas don't forget shit. That's why you be careful who you rob. Be careful who you ride past and bust shots at. Because yeah, even I can die and then something be set off to where, damn, you done fucked up and killed me out, but now you running forever, and some niggas don't forgive it because I might have been doing some shit to make sure they line eat, because it's about the line. I explained that in another video about how the line work. Once you take care of the line will take care of you, especially if you're a key figure in the line of feeding niggas and getting the understanding across. Some niggas don't want a nigga put out the game because these are making it be understood how the line works. So they're like, okay, we ain't had nobody to break down the line, so this is gonna go good for us. If a nigga go against it, it's like they're going against our law too. So you see what I'm saying about explaining the line? You have somebody that explain the shit and break the shit down, that works for the whole line for people to eat. And so if I'm already putting the shit out, it's like me putting the law out, and then all they gotta do is just keep doing what they doing. They know I'm putting the shit out, so it ain't no excuse when it's coming time to kick in, you know, to pay dues and shit like that. So I done went from hair back to the shit, man. So I'm gonna cut this video off, but I'm feeling a little bit lighter on this video. So hell yeah, we're gonna get back to the sexy shit here in a minute, man. In a couple more days, we're gonna do the seance, and then we're gonna get back to the erotic therapies and shit. It's just the shit I like to be at, man, when I get away from the war shit. So it's all good, man. We're gonna keep it going, keep everything stravy, man. I get up with y'all. All right.